So this Raw starts off with, ladies and gentlemen, Elias. He runs down Los Angeles, and he's invited by Baron Corbin, and he has a referee white beater underneath. So apparently he's going to be the special guest referee in the Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin match at Stomping Grounds. Nope. Not if Rollins has anything to say about it, because he comes up from behind with steel chair and just says, have a seat, have a seat, have a seat. You're going to hear a lot of that in the review because, you know, Rollins with chair basically all night long. Have a seat, have a seat, have a seat. So Elias basically gets messed up in this whole fucking segment, because after the whole have a seat thing, there's going to be a fatal 5-way match to determine the next challenger for the United States Championship. And Rollins is like, hey, look, this is a warning. Anyone that sides with Corbin, this is what awaits you. The chair. Come on. You want to have this seat? You want to get this chair? Yeah, come on. I'll give you the prescription, the IKEA furniture chair up against you. It's going to happen if you side yourself with Baron Corbin. So that's basically Seth Rollins' thing in this freaking show. But then, the Fatal 5-Way that I mentioned. The Miz comes out, because he's a part of the match, sees Elias in the ring, goes up, and gives him a dick-licking finally. Skull-crushing finale. And then, Bobby Lashley comes out. Poor Elias. Elias gets a spear from Bobby Lashley, and I'm like, oh shit, I know where this is going. So you're getting these signatures done. That's all it is. Cesaro comes out. Elias is on the floor. Cesaro swing to Elias. Ricochet comes out next, and he gives him a code breaker type of move, because it was 2 knees and he goes down. It basically was a code breaker. They just didn't want to call it the code breaker. Let's just be real. And then Braun power slam to Elias. Poor Elias. He gets the IKEA beatdown treatment, and then he gets all sorts of signatures done by all participants in this Fatal 5-Way elimination match. It's an elimination match. So, with this Monster Among Men there, he is the one that's the big favorite. But he eliminates Cesaro, and then he eliminates Lashley. And then he was about to eliminate The Miz, but those other motherfuckers was like, no. Since it's no disqualification, Lashley and Cesaro interject themselves back in. Lashley gives him a spear, gives Strowman a spear. The neutralizer was done by Cesaro onto Braun Strowman. And then Ricochet goes up top. And then Ricochet pins Braun Strowman with the help of Lashley and Cesaro, because they cover him as well. And I'm like, damn, they really don't want Braun Strowman to even have title shots. That's just fucked up. So afterwards, of course, Braun Strowman gets pissed, and he starts just attacking people, and it's like, it's too late now. But then it comes down to Ricochet and Jizz. And I'm like, please do not let Ricochet lose this. Please. And thank goodness he fucking doesn't. Ricochet actually wins the match, and he goes on to face Samoa Joe at Stomping Grounds. But after the match, Samoa Joe was outside of the ring just observing everything. And of course, Samoa Joe attacks Ricochet after the match. Oh well, I would still prefer Ricochet over The Miz. But Ricochet actually freaking fights back and fights off Joe and tosses Joe over the rope. And I'm like, okay, at least there's some glimpse of hope for Ricochet here. Becky Lynch basically comes out and she calls out Lacy Evans. Lacy Evans does come out. There's a war of words between the two. I'm not going to go in between the word of the words or whatever. I'm a lady. I'm a man. I'm going to take your title. It's like, come on, please. Step up in here and get your ass kicking. That's basically what it was. But Lacy actually was trying to get into the ring and then gets attacked by Becky Lynch and gets an exploder. And Becky Lynch stands tall. All right, fine. The Revival joins Shane O'Mac and Drew McIntyre in their party in the back. Champagne all around, and they're celebrating. So, Baron Corbin had a little interview with Charlie Caruso, and Baron Corbin gets attacked with the chair by Seth Rollins, but he only gets hit once with the chair, which I didn't understand. I'm like, why would you only hit that motherfucker once with the chair? So, you got Rowan and Daniel Bryan saying that Raw sucks and LA sucks. Alright, okay. And they're the #1 tag team in the world. And then the Viking Raiders come out and they have a stare down with them. And then the Viking Raiders enter the ring and then destroys 2 jobbers. And it's like, are we supposed to be impressed with this? The Viking experience, the Viking Raiders, are we supposed to be impressed with you beating down 2 no-names, 2 jobbers, 2 people that we don't even fucking care about? We're supposed to be impressed by that? Wow, that was a good showing. No, it fucking wasn't. No, it wasn't. So, more 24/7 shenanigans. Carmella and R-Truth are dressed up in the crowd, disguised, didn't fool anyone. As soon as they were shown on TV, motherfuckers began the Roadrunner Pepe Le Pew chase, and then the chase is on, and the 24/7 shit, and R-Truth and Carmella get away. Heath Slater wants to join Shane O'Mac and his crew. Shane O'Mac was like, you got a lot of balls doing that, but I'm going to have to say no. But you walked in here like a man, I'm going to let you walk out here like a man. So Heath Slater goes out, Drew McIntyre follows, Heath Slater gets on the phone with someone, Drew McIntyre is like, hey, I talked to him for a little while, pulls out some money, hey, I'm going to help you out, and money falls on the floor, and Heath Slater tries to pick it up, and bibbidi-bobbidi-boo, what do you know, Drew McIntyre attacks Heath Slater. Wow, we didn't see that coming, folks. Anyway, it's just... So, the Sammy and Kevin show, guest is Baron Corbin. Sammy and Kevin withdraw their names from being the special guest referee because of Rollins and Chair. Seriously? Seriously. But then, Corbin actually introduces who's going to be the special guest referee. It's EC3. Until Rollins comes out and beats down EC3 with a chair, IKEA. Oh, chair shot, chair. And he leaves. The New Day actually comes out, and apparently they weren't a part of the whole wild card thing, but Kofi Kingston's like, I'm WWE champion. I can go where I want, when I want. And then uses EC3 as a puppet, kind of like a Weekend at Bernie's thing, because EC3's laying there, he's still unconscious, blah, blah, blah. 3-on-3 matches made by an unconscious EC3, who is a quote-unquote official at the time. So we get the New Day versus Corbin, Kevin, and Sammy. And in an interesting turn of events, Baron Corbin accidentally clotheslines Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens gets upset and gets in Corbin's face. And then you get a super kick done to Baron Corbin by Kevin Owens, because a pushing match ensued between the two. So Sammy and Kevin, they leave. Kofi Kingston gives the Trouble in Paradise. Done. Alright, okay. So Corbin is running out of options and running out of friends and so on. So you got Paul Heyman. He comes out. He says he will not be the special guest referee because he's afraid of Seth Rollins. He's afraid of IKEA event. He's afraid of chair. He's afraid of that. Oh, Brock Lesnar knows how to swing a chair too. Oh yeah, we know. We know that. Is Brock there? Maybe. Maybe not. Oh yeah, no one knows when he's going to cash in. Isn't that the point of Money in the Bank? You finally get it? Alright. Fine. So Eric Young is caught talking to Baron Corbin. Eric Young says, hey, I'll think about it. Seth Rollins runs into him. Hey, I know you wouldn't do anything to jeopardize our friendship. I know you for a long time, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I just told him I'd think about it. I didn't say yes, please. Okay. So Eric Young walks away. Rollins attacks him with a chair. Anyway, what happened to Sanity? What happened to Eric Young? Just, yeah, get this chair shot. IKEA. That's basically what Rollins is all about tonight. But I'm just like, oh, goodness, just, So the Usos faced Anderson and Gallows, and it was an interesting conversation with AJ Styles with Anderson and Gallows. When's the last time you even won a match? You guys take this more seriously. We, ran in Japan. Yeah, AJ Styles does have a point, because AJ Styles is like, I'm going to be back in the ring soon, and Anderson and Gallows were dressed like doctors. He putting gloves on, and it's like, yeah, it's enema time. No. But anyway, the Usos face Anderson and Gallows. The Usos beat Anderson and Gallows. And AJ Styles is watching the back. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. No. Because AJ Styles called Usos the best tag team. And Anderson and Gallows took exception to that because they're friends. But the Usos beat Anderson and Gallows anyway. So, Roman Reigns hits the ring, calls out Shane O'Mac. And Shane O'Mac declines. Duh. What do you think is going to happen? Oh, Shane O'Mac is just going to come to the ring? No, he's going to stay back there and blah, blah, blah. Drew McIntyre I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to maim you. I'm going to kick your ass and take your name and kick your ass at Stomping Grounds. Throughout all that talking, Roman Reigns leaves the freaking ring and goes to the back and goes looking for everybody, because the locker room has Shane O'Mac's money thing on it. But the Revival tried to cut off Roman Reigns, and the Revival get destroyed. You have your tag team champions getting destroyed by Roman Reigns backstage. That makes no sense to me. I don't care. That just, at least let the Revival get a little bit of attack or upper hand. That didn't even fucking happen. So, Roman Reigns actually makes it into the freaking place where their private party was being held, and attacks Drew McIntyre, puts Drew McIntyre through a table after slamming him against the wall, and then goes after Shane O'Mac. Shane O'Mac runs away. Eventually, they end up in the ring, where a Superman punch and a spear was delivered to Shane. Oh yeah, when you get back, when you get up and when you recover, tell Drew McIntyre I'm going to kick his ass at Stomping Grounds. That's basically all it was, and it's like, you had a chance to have a 4-on-1 beatdown against Roman Reigns, and you had Roman Reigns destroy the tag team champions, put his future opponent through a freaking table backstage, chase Shane, and beat down Shane. Oh well. Anyway, the Iconics. They come out, run down Los Angeles. Everyone's running down Los Angeles. Saying about, well, Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. Well, at least Alexa Bliss was a champion, just like LeBron James was a champion. Yeah, that has a lot in common. Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. Now look at Alexa Bliss. Now LeBron James with the Lakers. Now look at LeBron James. Basically, that's what their comparison was. They have a tag team championship match: Iconics versus Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. Bayley actually comes down and gets a closer look at the match. So, what do you know? The Iconics retain their tag team championships while they actually fucking defended them against two relevant people on the roster. Well, at least one relevant person. I'm not sure if I can call Nikki Cross relevant yet. They need to put her back with sanity and have Nikki Cross be Nikki Cross. Stop fucking trying to look for friends or acceptance or any of that shit. Just have Nikki Cross be Nikki Cross. Firefly Funhouse. Okay, could you just let him in already? Bray says let him in. Just let him in already. Now he has a scary Joker lookalike mask. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. I'm like, alright, just get in the fucking ring and start your rivalries and so on. Who are you going to target? I'm wondering if he's going to target Roman Reigns, because if he targets Roman Reigns, that's the end of Bray Wyatt. Is he going to target Seth Rollins? I'm not sure if they'll have him go all the way to the top again. Not sure if they will have that. But anyway, let him in. Just let Bray Wyatt in. Seth Rollins versus Daniel Bryan. Of course, Daniel Bryan was like, yeah, Seth Rollins has never beat me. And will that trend continue? Well, by disqualification, yeah. Because Eric Rowan's interference, Seth Rollins actually wins by disqualification. But then, the New Day comes out and makes the save. Then Owens and Zayn come out. The Revival come out. The Usos come out. And I'm like, damn, this is alright. So, make a big-ass match. No? Throughout all that commotion, and when all that shit was said and done, the match between Seth Rollins and Daniel Bryan will continue. And everyone has to leave, including Eric Rowan. And I'm like, seriously? So the match restarts, and the match continues, and the match actually has a conclusion, which is Seth Rollins beating Daniel Bryan. Alright, they restart a match, and Seth Rollins actually beats Daniel Bryan. Alright, I guess that's okay. But then, as Seth Rollins was trying to leave, he gets attacked from behind by Baron Corbin with a steel chair. And the thing about it was, I was like, yeah, he's not going to be able to get away. He's going to get attacked. Bam. And that's what happens. And the show ends like that. So, as of right now, we still don't know who the fucking special guest referee is going to be. And Baron Corbin stands tall above Seth Rollins. And I'm like, fuck that. You better not fucking win the Universal Championship. Even if you do cough it up to Brock Lesnar within like a minute later, fuck that. You better not win the Universal Championship. No. Not against Seth Rollins. But anyway, that's just that's just the show, and it's just my take of Raw. Wow. Yeah, Rollins. Chair shot. Yeah, IKEA. That was most of the night. Even though it was hilarious to watch him do that, it was just like, why didn't you have the chair with you at the end of the fucking night to prevent Baron Corbin from attacking you? That was just a common sense thing, but they didn't fucking do that. So, anyway, that's Raw. Do you think my opinions of the show are full of shit? Do you agree or disagree with what I'm saying about the show? Please comment below. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. If you're listening on Spreaker.com or on Apple's iTunes, once again, thank you for following along. Thank you for joining. Are you excited for Stomping Grounds? Stomping Grounds? Yeah, new pay-per-view. Are you going to let Bray Wyatt in? Who's the special guest referee going to be? Who knows? Drop kicks, body slams, throw motherfuckers over the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and the theme is go. Credits.